We were doing so good. We were doing so good. And we lost to the Seahawks of all teams. A Seahawks teams that are very bad. It's a terrible team. And I'm going to blame this loss on three people. I'm going to blame it on Kyle Shanahan again. I know I said last week or my last video that, you know what, he deserves praise because we won 3 or 4 games in a row. But this is a game he absolutely should have won, and he didn't. And that shows you what I've been saying about Kyle Shanahan. When the moments gets big, because it was a big moment for the team. With a win this time, we could have solidified an easier playoff run forward. It was like, win now and you make it easier for yourself coming down the road. Because let's face it, it's not going to be any easier. We're meeting the Bengals next time, and the Bengals are no merry-go-round, okay? They are pretty stout, and they're pretty good, and they have some weapons. And we had a chance to, like, really put things in place. And we go and sorry to say it, but we fuck it up, you know? And so Kyle Shanahan has to take this. He's 50% to blame for this shit. The other one is DeMeco Ryans, once again, because even though our defense played overall very well, there was moments. How can we let them go down and score the way they do sometimes? It's almost like the defense loses their head. We're not focused enough. We're not concentrated enough. And that goes on DeMeco Ryans. He's the one who has to get the guys whipped into shape. He's the guy who has to kind of like set the tone for the guys so they know what they're going to do every time the defense put their feet on the ground on the field. He doesn't. He does it every now and then. That's why we have this up and down roller coaster shit going on with the defense. And the last one is Jimmy Garoppolo. How can a QB of his experience take a safety there? You throw the freaking ball away before that safety comes. You give yourself an opportunity of a way out. He doesn't. His vision is so blocked, it's so clouded, it's so clogged, okay? And once again, interception. Who cost us a lot. It cost us dearly. And if you look at the game overall, I'm in my car right now. I haven't even looked at all the stats. But I know for a fact that we didn't score any points in the third and the fourth quarter. We went a half a game without scoring. That is no good. You can't go a half of a game without scoring a point. This goes back to the games where we didn't score any points, or we just scored a field goal in the 2 first quarters of a game earlier. In one game we didn't score any points in the first half, the 2 first quarters. So now we're back to doing the same shit. We score a few points here and there, and then we go a quarter without scoring. That's quite a bit of a long time. You have 2 quarters that you're not scoring anything in. And we were leading 17-7? We could have put this game away, period, in the third quarter. If we had scored a quick TD or a TD and a field goal, that game would have been done. It would have been dusted and done. But no, Kyle Shanahan once again shows that he doesn't know how to call important games, and when things are when things are there to be grabbed, when things are there to be had, he's not a man. He's not a manager for the big moments, or for the big games, or for the important games. Yes, he wins games, but most of the time he wins the ones that doesn't really count that much. It's like, look at the 2 Super Bowls he was in. One he was a head coach, the other one he was an offensive coordinator. But he lost them both. He lost them both because of his play calling. And I tell you, Kyle Shanahan is not a coach we can go forward with into the future. I said it very early on in the season that he should have been fired in the bye week. They didn't. And are we now going to go to the playoffs? I doubt it. You know, I kind of like said a week ago in my last video that maybe we now have a chance to go to the playoffs, as a wild card and all that stuff. Is that opportunity still there? Sure, of course, it's still there. The opportunity is still there. The problem is, and here's the problem, we have a coach who sinks to the bottom in important games. He loses his head in important games, and he really shows how bad he really is. Now, let's look at what's coming up, though. We have one easy game of the games left behind now, and that's the Texans. That's the only easy game, and that is the one game I will say with my hand on my heart, say we will win that game. I'm pretty sure we will beat the Texans. If we don't, then there's something really wrong. But we will beat the Texans. But the last game of the year is the Rams. Play like this and we're not going to win. The funny part is we have only beaten the Rams this year in our own division. We have lost to the Seahawks twice. We have lost to the Cardinals twice. If you want to be a team in the future, you can't do that. You can't lose your division games. Not good enough. So what will happen when we meet the Rams in the last game? I'm pretty sure the Rams have learned something, and they will beat us in the last game. So we're playing the Bengals, we're playing the Falcons, we're playing the Texans, and we're playing the Rams. Is there one more game in between there? But the way the other teams are playing, I'm saying look out for Washington. Look out for Washington. They might steal our wild card place. I think they are in a position to do that. So we have to keep an eye on the Vikings, the Washington football team, and I think there's another team too that can scrub us for a wild card place. If we keep this shit up, we're not going to go anywhere anytime soon. And I'm sorry to say it, but we're not going to win the Super Bowl with Kyle Shanahan and his idiot play calling and how he's doing things. He's proven it twice now that he can't win a Super Bowl. So I have no trust in him. I have no faith in him. I have to say, you have to look long and hard across the league to find a coach that is as bad as him. There's a few, but they are in shitty teams. You have them at Texans, you have them at Jets, and you have them at the Giants, and a couple other teams. But this is bad. This is bad. If you go like, well, we're 6-6, this is nothing bad, it's okay. No, it's not. We lost to a very, very shitty Seahawks team who are disorganized. They don't have much talent. They're very bad this year, and we lost to them. They outplayed us in the third and the fourth quarter. We're terrible. We're terrible. So I just wanted to make a quick video about that. I'm going to try and get some preview videos done. Some of the videos that I'm making in the future might have to come from my car or my vehicle because of my scheduling is crazy these days. So I don't know if I can do it where I normally do it in my little dungeon. But that was a comment in the commentary section in one of my videos. My dungeon. I don't know if I can do it there anymore. Well, sometimes I will, but due to my scheduling and how busy I've become, I have to do videos in my truck, and take it from there. So I'll try and make a preview video for the next weekend's game, which I think is the Bengals game coming up. We're gonna get our ass whipped if we keep playing like this against the Bengals. I expect the Bengals to beat us big time. I mean, 10, 15, 17, 20 point difference, because I mean, we are atrocious sometimes. We are so bad sometimes. And yesterday we were really bad. We were good in the first quarter, half of the second quarter, and then things started to fall apart. Not good. Until next time, guys, take care.